BJ from Game Gumbo. I've got my guest here. Jambalaya Plays Games, and Jambalaya and I are talking about spicy games, but here's a game that wasn't as spicy as some of the others. I want you to talk to me about Fantastic Factories because I played it at BGG Con, and it was a miss for me, but I want you to sell me as to what I missed.
You are a loser. You're the only person on this planet who does not like this game. I was so excited to talk about this game. You got to be freaking kidding me.
But before you get started, let me tell you what happened. We had just played.
I'm breathing. I'm in my feelings right now. Don't talk me off the ledge.
We had just played Aquatica that day.
Oh my God.
And if you've played Aquatica and you've played Fantastic Factories, there's a similar mechanic between the two. Look, there's Dave going hater. Because Dave loved this game. He did. It was, and the other excuse I'm going to give you is we played this after midnight, and I am not an after midnight game.
Oh my goodness,
not an after midnight game.
Come on.
So I'm willing to give it another chance, but I want you, Jambalaya, not Dave Duga. I want you, Jambalaya, to sell it to me. Why did I play Fantastic Factory?
Okay, so let's just talk about what Fantastic Factory is. Small history story for me. It is one of the first games that I reviewed for my blog, and it is, I think, the first video I ever had. The first video I ever had on my YouTube page. Yep, it was the first one. So, because I played the solo mode, and
it says I need a tall glass of Haterade.
You need a tall glass of Haterade. Okay. Anyway, so this is basically a hand management and dice placement game, and it's engine building. Tableau building kind of thing, that kind of stuff. So what you're doing is you're drafting these cards and you're trying to build them to get points. You're also trying to build the cards because they score points. You're trying to manufacture goods, I should say. Manufacture goods and also build buildings to score points. There's many different ways to do that. So you're going to be getting cards. You're going to be getting these cards that have fulfillment conditions with different resources. And you're going to be using the dice that you roll to place in different buildings that trigger different abilities based on like certain criteria, like on the numbers, or they have you trade in certain resources to get better scoring combos or more resources. But the cool part is this little board. What you're doing is placing the dice in these boards here to research and create cards, generate, which will give you more of the electricity resource, and then this iron right here as well. As you can see, it's any number, and this is 1, 2s, and 3s, so you'll get 1, 2, or 3 of that resource, or you'll get 1 of each one of these if you place a die in here. If you have doubles, it gives you 1 extra of that. If you have triples, then you get 2 extra of that. Now, the cool part about this game is that it's very easy to learn. It's simultaneous, which is very important. It doesn't lead to a lot of AP. You can, if you get players, they know the turns, then you can allow everybody to kind of just do what they're doing.
Yeah. We did that near the end of the game.
And if everybody's got a long engine going, you definitely kind of want to maybe see what they're doing so you get an idea of what's going on there. You're like, wait, why are you getting 3 goods every turn? I've seen it happen. Yeah. So it can ramp up real quick, but they have these different contractors in the game that will give you bonus abilities for the round, allow you to roll extra dice. They'll have you give resources to one person to help build your stuff. So there's a lot of different little fun things that are on that game. But honestly, it is a very pleasing game. It's a very easy to build an engine. Even if you don't have the best one, you will always have one. And I'm big on that because some games, like let's say like Everdell, you'll have games where you don't build an engine that's really great at all, but then you'll also have people who know how to even build like a small one and they'll crush you. Or they just won't end their turn. Like they won't end the game. They literally have like 10 turns left in their game. Sure. Whereas like in this game, even if you have a bad engine, you'll have an engine. You'll get a chance to feel the game. And I like that. It's just, I just like that. And by the way, Everdell's a great game. But I'm just saying, this game, this is one of those games that even when you have that disparity in the two, you're still going to have the fun on your own to go like, ooh, I want to get better at this. It's a game that you really do. Whether you're winning or losing, you're going to want to get better at. I feel like that's kind of the big claim for me is that you want to get better at this game. And easy rule set. The solo mode's really cool. Really what you're doing in solo mode is you're adding cards to his tableau from dice rolls. And when cards of the same color, you're actually going to be rolling all the colors of dice. When the colors match the number of cards when you roll, like let's say there's purple, if you have 3 purple cards and you roll 3 or below, then you trigger scoring for them. So it's like it's a little risk and roll, a little random, but it's also a good way to prep you for how to play the multiplayer mode, which I really like. It's a good little puzzle, and that's why I actually made it my first video, because I just enjoyed. I played the heck out of this prototype, man.
The first time I got to try it was at PAX South 2017. Joseph Chin taught me just a turn or two way back then, and it took a long time before it came out. It stayed in development for a while, went on Kickstarter and all that. Hey, I like the finished product. I'm not as big a fan of the art as some other people have been.
I'm not a fan of the art at all.
Okay, good. So I'm not the only one.
I just don't care. Like I just don't care. Like
my big problem was that I played it right after Aquatica, and Jambalaya. Aquatica has an engine building card playing mechanic that just it's hard to put those two games next to each other.
Yeah, it is hard to put those two games. Aquatica is good, but I played that against Jeremy, and Jeremy Salinas is like, I think he was a professional Magic player. That guy, man, he crushes you. Like I didn't even get a chance to have fun. He's so good at that game.
Any mantas at all?
He played the heck out. He played the heck out. Oh no! You know what's interesting about that game is that's also a game where you want to get better at, because the cards really do lend yourself to small engines, and I like games that do that. Like at least they don't squash you for not being great at the game. You know, like that's how I feel. Like they don't squash you for.
Well, back to Fantastic Factories. I like the way you described the small little engines. I do remember at one point of the game near the end, I needed to do something to get some card, and I had to go, oh, let me do this to do this to do this. And those moments always do make you feel clever when you could pull it off.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you've convinced me at least to play it again. Fantastic Factories, and the so many of my friends love this game that I feel like I'm missing something. So
yeah, you are missing something.
Something in the head. All right, so Fantastic Factories. I know it's designed by Joseph Chen. I can't remember the name of the company. That is
he just Meta Factory Games.
Meta Factory Games. All right,
which is just him, right? I think it's just him.
I'm pretty sure him and a bunch of friends. At least at PAX South 2017, it was a bunch of friends, and they were all demoing in the indie showcase. But it should be out there right now. You can find it. I know it's been delivered to the Kickstarter backers because people are playing it on social media, and that's Fantastic Factories. A pass from me for now, but Jambalaya has convinced me to play it again.
Yeah, you should.